everybody. Welcome back to OJ Podcast. We are continuing our series on random drivers not random drivers, normal drivers at random characters. So this week we're doing Pixar characters. We are back with our favorite special guest, / our only special guest currently.
Our roommate, Anka.
Say hi.
Hello.
That was a better one than last week's, or weeks ago, or whenever this will be posted.
We're doing the first 5 at once. So
yeah.
It'll be the same lineup.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll go right into it, and who did you do first, Max?
Yes, because he's the world champion.
Okay.
I gave Max Syndrome.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of that one.
I feel like he's the villain.
That's fair enough.
That's the best Pixar villain. Fight me.
I gave him Buzz Lightyear because, Buzz in the beginning of the first movie was like, it's all about me, me, me. So, yeah.
What do you give Max, Annika?
Anger.
Why?
That's.
Why do you think? Do I have to explain?
Trying to fill the time out.
Okay,
yes.
no, but think about it. It's Max.
Yeah. Okay.
He is anger. That is a good one. I gave anger to someone else, and that was kind of on a whim.
I tried to avoid doing the inside out emotions.
Oh.
So I didn't give anyone an emotion.
I gave 3 people emotions.
Okay. I struggled
4
with
people
Pixar
emotions.
So.
There was so little Pixar characters.
I'm quite pleased with everyone I gave.
Oh my god, I was struggling.
Anyway, I did obviously Yuki is next. I gave him Remy the rat because he likes to cook. And also he's short.
That's who I initially had him as, but then I found a better character.
Who?
The mole from Atlantis. The guy who eats dirt.
But that's not Pixar.
That is Pixar.
Atlantis is not Pixar. Atlantis is Disney.
I don't give a fuck.
You're wrong.
I've given up on this.
Who do you have?
Bing Bong.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Is it because it reminds you of Kevin?
Who's a friend that likes to play bing bong, bing bong?
I don't know. He just looks like Bing Bong energy.
Bing bong energy.
I feel like if he were to just witness or just watch Yuki be himself, he would just be a cute little Bing Bong.
I know we're going to Ferrari next, and I didn't even realize I gave them characters from the same movie.
I did.
I did.
So who did you give Charles then?
Charles is Mrs. Incredible because she's known as the hot one.
Who did you give Charles?
Wally.
Because he's sad?
Yep. Oh my god!
You really like your depressed men, don't you?
I do love my depressed men. Wally's so sad, and Wally just he goes on this elaborate whole mission to get whatever the plant back and Eve back, and he's so sad the whole time. But he's also happy in his own little world, but he's also sad.
Oh my god.
I also played off the sadness, and I gave him Anton Ego, the food critic from Ratatouille. And my logic is he's really sad and angry throughout the whole thing, and then in the end he has this delicious Ratatouille. And that will be his delicious bite to leave Ferrari, and he will find joy again.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't think he will ever find joy again.
Me either. But the guy also didn't look that happy at the end, too. He has a very droopy face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Charles kind of looks like him.
No.
Hot take.
No, he does. That's a very hot take.
It's a wrong take.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Alright, what's your second character from...
Lewis is Edna Mode because he's a fashion icon and she's a fashion icon.
I don't know who this is.
Edna Mode? No capes.
Oh, Edna! Okay.
Yeah, she's the one that makes
yes.
the suits. No capes.
Yes. I gave him the Slinky dog from Toy Story.
Why?
Is it...
I don't know. I just feel like they have a similar vibe. I don't really know much about Lewis Hamilton.
I guess
Slinky dog is my favorite character in Toy Story.
Oh.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
I gave him Joe from Soul, because I feel like he's at the point of his life...
Soul.
We're watching Soul before we leave.
Soul is
or
so
not.
Good.
We don't have time.
We have... Not tonight, but
we don't have time before we leave.
She is leaving early.
Yeah, she's leaving. We can watch it tomorrow.
I got shit to do because we keep doing other things and I can't do my homework.
Never mind. Anyway, he's Joe from Soul because you know the part where he's like stuck on his hyperfixation?
Yes. You're talking only to me.
Yeah, I
Olivia.
know,
Don't
because
talk
you're
to
the only
Jamie.
one who knows. So you know the part where he's like stuck on his hyperfixation and is in
Yes.
like that in
Yes.
between land or
Yes.
whatever?
Yes.
That's how he currently is with racing.
I'll take your word for it.
Alright.
What's it?
Yeah. Mercedes is next. George is Mike Wazowski. Because George is a meme. Did you give him Mike?
I gave him Mike
Yes!
Wazowski as well.
He's such a meme. His face is everywhere, but his face is the meme, and Mike's face always gets blocked, and that's the meme. I feel like it works. They give similar energy. He would be the type of person to impulsively write a musical called Put That Thing Back Where It Came From, or So Help Me.
Yeah. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Just sums up George.
Well, I played off of another duo joke. He's Princess Ada from Bug's Life because
I was about to be like, but Bugs Life is, and I have
Yeah.
a Bugs Life character.
Because Alex is Flick, so he's Princess Ada to Flick. Especially because George is known for his pretty face. And she is also.
George is a pretty face.
Okay. Apparently. I don't want to give my Kimmy because it only makes sense with Ollie. So I put them together. They're the only duo I actually
Mine are
gave.
kind of a duo too. I didn't even realize I did that, but my Kimmy is Nemo.
I actually almost put Kimmy. I'm gonna do Kimmy and Ollie since we're here.
Yeah, well, I just did Alex.
So I gave Kimmy Alberto from Luca, and I gave Ollie Luca from Luca because
That's a good one.
I think Ollie just needs to have Kimmy be silent so Ollie can like not get in trouble for stealing things and stuff. And Kimmy seems more impulsive, and Ollie seems more cautious. And I think it just sums up their dynamic.
Those ones are good ones. That's a good pairing.
Yeah.
I gave Kimmy Squirt.
Because he's a baby.
Yeah,
So
'cause he's a baby.
squirt.
And I gave Oliver Remy for literally no reason.
Kind of looks like a rat.
I'll take your word for it.
You know
Well,
what he
if we're
looks
doing
like.
Ollies, then I gave Ollie Dory. Because
I
he
was
seems
trying-
very
I was
absent-minded.
trying so hard to give someone Dory to make fun of them, but I couldn't figure out who.
Ollie seems very
I'll
absent-minded,
take
like
your
Dory.
word for it.
All right. So up next is our McLarens. Oscar is first. I gave him Russell from
Oh, I gave someone completely
I
different,
gave him
Russell.
And it's Up, right? That's what it
Yeah.
that's what it's called. I was about to, and I just imagine him looking like Russell with like the Wilderness Explorer badge going, "Hello. I am," like that gives Oscar
My
energy.
name is Russell.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you guys are gonna like. I have a pairing for my Russell, so
Well, what did you give Oscar, Annika?
Kevin from Up.
Annika, you and I are on the same wavelength.
I
today.
feel like, again, they look similar.
I gave him Ennui because he's because he's known for being really relaxed and chill, and also known for being able to sleep anywhere.
I don't see it.
I just think he gives Russell energy so much. That was one
Someone
of the
else
ones
gives-
I put down
mm-mm.
first, which is why I kept asking about Pixar characters.
Mm-mm.
Can you not imagine Oscar in a vest going up to some
No.
random's door
No,
and going,
she can't
"Hello."
because she's biased against all the McLarens.
You see it.
Yes, I see it.
Okay, I gave
But I
Lando.
think Kevin's better.
I gave Lando Riley because Riley has anxiety, and I refused to give Lando
Well, I just
anxiety.
gave him anxiety.
No, I said I wasn't doing the emotions.
I just gave him anxiety.
I gave him sadness.
He gets
That's worse.
inside out vibes, doesn't
He's
he?
Yeah.
just inside out. That's just what he is. He has all those emotions going on, and they're hard to regulate.
Yeah,
You
so
should get on that.
he probably is, honestly.
He probably is.
All right, Isaac. Jamie, you're in love with Isaac. Go.
Don't giggle. You know it's true.
She is.
I'm giggling.
What did you
Is
put?
it a love interest?
Share with the class.
I put him.
She's still going.
I put him as the punching robot from Wall-E. The one that just punches because he loves
Punch?
MMA, I think. I'm
Okay.
fairly sure it's MMA, and there's literally a clip of him walking up to the F2 podium just
I also
punching.
did something with punching. I gave him dash specifically for the scene on top of the plane, but I didn't do it because I thought he liked MMA. I did it because you showed me a picture of his muscles yesterday.
Ew.
Give me one look at this picture, and I went,
She's
damn, he's
down
jacked.
bad then.
Who do you have?
I put him as George Sanderson from Monsters Inc., but specifically 2319 version because he looks like he's terrified 24/7.
That's so good.
Oh my god. Oh. Liam's envy. Because he's envious
Oh,
of
that's so
everyone
good.
else.
I gave him Jesse because he's loud and annoying.
Fair
I
enough.
gave him Crush because he looks like a surfer.
Fair.
Annika's just going only based off of the surfer thing.
Yes.
Well,
yeah, I guess.
I imagine Liam is the most American non-American I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mhm.
So Jesse's aggressively American. As
Yeah.
well. So like
Yeah.
it felt like it fit.
Crush.
All right. What about the Aston Martins, Lance?
Oh, we're going to the Aston Martins. I thought it was a different one.
The order didn't change from last time.
I don't remember it. Lance is Rex.
That's so good. Also, his arms don't work.
Yeah.
Aw. I give him Bing Bong. He gives Bing Bong energy.
He also kind of gives me fun energy. He's the like absent-minded characters.
Yeah.
I gave him Soul 22.
Because he can't find a purpose. Is that why?
Oh damn. We go to the Saubers after this, right?
No, we go to the rest of the Haas team. Fuck. Do you not have your Haas?
No. Okay, I'll have to give two at the same time. So Fernando is Carl Fredrickson, and Gabe is his Russell because Fernando is the manager to Gabe, so he is the one in control, and I think Gabe fits Russell a lot more.
Wrong. Anyway,
He
I gave
does.
Fernando Boo. Because he's a child. He's still a rookie.
Oh my god.
And he's so scary. Everyone runs away from him because he's the Fernando Alonso, but he's really just Boo.
He's obviously that dad in Luca. The mustache and the thick neck.
Yeah, he is.
So
Yes. I love that one. Oh, we're going to Haas.
He does have a very thick neck.
Yeah.
He does.
Yep.
And then Gabe.
And we always talk about his thick
No,
neck.
we're going
No.
to Esteban.
Okay.
We all gave Ollie already, so Esteban.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give him Slinky.
Oh, that's cute.
He just gives. He's tall. He gives. I also really like Slinky. He
Mhm.
gives the energy.
I gave him a squirrel for Doug from Up.
Of course, you somehow found another squirrel.
Is that your one mission?
Yes.
Are you searching for squirrels?
Yes.
Oh my god. I put him as anger because he was very angry before his race engineer, his female race engineer this year. So, and he's also angry because his spot keeps getting taken
Big oof.
for no reason.
All right, now it's the Saubers.
Okay, well, I already gave Gabe. He's
Gabe
Russell.
is Nemo.
See, I gave Kimmy Nemo because Kimmy's the more younger, la-di-da-di-da one.
No, but Kimmy had to be Alberto, so I could give Ollie.
Well,
Nemo.
yeah, yours
So
makes
Nemo
sense.
makes sense for Gabe.
Yeah.
He's obviously Randall from Monsters Inc.
Why?
He looks like it.
Yes. They
Oh.
look similar.
Okay. You're yeah, I
He
guess you
blends
have
in
to
as
go.
Well.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
I'm so good at this.
You are. And for Nico, I gave him Wally. Mainly because I wanted to give someone Wally, and he seems kind of robotic.
Oh.
I don't know.
Marlon. Because he's a basic dad who would just mow his lawn.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
That's better.
I gave him nostalgia because I was starting to struggle here, and I feel like he's very nostalgic of his younger years because he's been here for a while.
All right, Carlos. I gave him Doug because he gives golden. Oh, Doug from Up because he gives golden retriever energy.
I love my
I
Carlos.
gave him Counselor Jerry
From
from
Soul.
Soul.
Why?
I don't really know. He just looks. You can see it in his eyes. The craze for statistics.
He does watch the weather app most of all. You might be onto something.
You can just see it. They have
We went a completely different route. I went for Ken from Toy Story 3 because he is Ken from Toy Story 3 with the hair flip and the falling in love with
I
Barbie
think
and
all
the
of ours work.
fashion.
Yours is actually really good, and you would think you're a fan for that reference, and you're not. Good job.
I'm so good at this, guys. What can I say? I just read people right.
All right, Alex.
Well, I already gave my Alex. He's Flick to George's Princess Ada.
I gave him Flick.
I said that earlier. Did
I
you not realize
Did
that?
not realize it because I haven't watched.
Yeah,
this,
he's
like, more
Flick.
than once.
He's
He just
Flick
looks
because
like-
he's really smart
He gives
and like.
Aunt looking happy energy.
Oh, see, I was like, oh, he's really smart and stuff, and also because I wanted George as Princess Ada, and those two are besties, and like, they work.
Okay.
Sporky.
Sporky. That's
You
who
gotta
you gave Sporky.
Well, first of all, again, they look similar. Second of all, as Jamie just said, he's really smart. Have you ever watched Forky Ask Your Question? You know Forky is actually rather intelligent, as he can explain macroeconomics very well.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You had a reason and you went for it. She just adjusted her glasses, everybody. We don't have visuals for this one, but she went, yes. I respect it. All right, now for Pierre. I gave him Colette from Ratatouille because aggressive French person.
Oh, and you gave me shit for Belle.
Yes, because he looks more like Colette than he does Belle.
Well, I also thought he looked like Belle, but that was just a me thing.
Wrong.
Okay.
You cannot see Annika's face, but Annika is making faces.
Anyways, mine's really bad, so Annika, go next.
Ennui.
Oh, you gave him
French.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And also, they just look like they have similar vibes.
Fair.
Mine I have no reasoning, really. I gave him Violet from Incredibles.
Yeah, that sounds like it has no reason.
Well, that's what I did for Franco. I gave Franco Violet, but mainly because he should go in hiding from Alpine because they're ruining his career.
Oh, mine's really funny.
I gave Franco Jack
Why?
because he's the demon baby from Incredibles and he's new on the grid.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know who he is. But
Fair.
I gave him Heimlich from Bug's Life. He's the caterpillar. Mainly because he's very greedy and stuff for getting that seat. He really wants the seat and stuff, and he's taking other people's seats. And Heimlich's really greedy for food.
Gotcha. All right, everybody. That is a wrap on our Pixar characters for our random not random, our normal F1 grid. As
I don't know
planned.
why you keep saying
For the record,
random.
I wanted to give Kimi Räikkönen Frozone, but he's a former driver.
Oh, that's a good
yeah.
one.
Anyway,
I
that's
didn't have
the
any other
end. We'll be
ones.
back next week, or the week after, or the week after that, whenever this gets uploaded. 'cause
Or
this
the
is
months after. I don't know.
backlog, with different random F1 drivers as blanks. Thank you so much for watching / listening. Goodbye.
Bye.